Yo, what is up guys, and welcome to the second episode of Albirex Niigata Youth Domination. So recap on the first season, we did not win any of the domestic cups, also the Euro League and the Champions League. So now we're gonna simulate season 3 and season 4, and hopefully we can get something out of this, because I think the youths will have grown at least by a bit. So based from last season, this is the current team we'll be using for the third season. So as you can see, everyone has made it to the 80 rated. The best player is still Nishino with 90, Korea now at 84, because last season was pretty much a heartbreak where we sold Yamashita Mizuki to Manchester United. It's pretty depressing. So this time round also we'll be participating in the Asian Elite Cup for the pre-season 2018. Hopefully we can win this and get some extra money in case if we want to do any transfers. So let's recap on the rules in a moment. The rules of the series is very simple. All the games are done through simulation, and only the first transfer offer will have to be accepted. We can only buy a maximum of one player, so that means it's either 1 in 1 out, 0 in 1 out, or 1 win 0 out. So ladies and gentlemen, we have received a transfer offer for Angel Correa to Arsenal for 34 million. Oh my goodness, I will wish to at least sell him for at least 60 million, but we will have to accept the offer no matter what. So let's accept the offer. Oh my goodness, we lost a lot of money in this way. So there you have it guys, Angel Correa has been sold to Arsenal for 34 million, and only 28 million has been allocated to my budget. I am so pissed off right now. Now I have to find a new striker apparently. So let me just see what kind of strikers will I buy. So here we have it. The current main striker is Albirex, 83 rated. With of course in the substitute we have Marcus Rashford, 81 rated, and that's the only striker. So probably I'll have to buy a new striker before the window ends, just in case if either Albirex or Marcus Rashford went on an injury. So at least we have another backup striker. As according to the rules, we will have to find a player equal or less or below 21 years of age. Another good news has happened to the club. Albirex Niigata have won the Asian League Cup. We defeated Borussia Dortmund in the semi-final and beat against Sevilla in the final, so that should have more money for us for the budget. So probably I'll have to buy some good youngsters. Let's see what I can find. So one of my transfer targets is this 20-year-old Kasper Dolberg from Ajax, because I heard that Kasper Dolberg is a very good prospect in terms of long term. So hopefully, because we just need a standby striker, so and somehow he fits the criteria of below 21 years of age, so I'm gonna get him. Let's see. I'm gonna try to get him for at least 7 million, and let's see how it is. So Ajax have already responded and they want a 12 million price for Kasper Dolberg. I'm gonna go ahead and renegotiate to try if they can accept our offer of 10 million, because I think 12 million is a bit too much for this 20-year-old youngster. So they have accepted the 10 million condition, so now let's negotiate him to join our squad. He's going to go in as a squad rotation player, 4 years. Let's submit the offer. He has accepted the offer, so we're going to accept the offer and welcome a new striker, Kasper Dolberg. Welcome to Albirex Niigata, and that will mark the end of the transfer season. So let's now simulate to the month of January. So the simulation till January 2019 is complete. Let's take a look at our standings. So unbelievably, we are in the top of the Premier League, 41 points. We only lost 1 game, draw 5, and we won 12 games. United however are second with 35 points. but I am so happy that this experiment have led us to the first place of the Premier League. Absolutely amazing. Let's take a look at the EFL Cup. So in the EFL Cup, we made it to the semi-finals against Leicester City. I sure hope there is still chance that this can be a double domestic victory, because in order for us to dominate the Premier League, we have to win each of the title at least once. So EFL Cup, Premier League is currently going on. FA Cup as well is still ongoing. But however, every good thing has to come to an end. We did not make it to the round of 16 of the Champions Cup. So we were grouped with CSKA Moscow, Wolfsburg and Galatasaray. How the heck did we not make it? Like, you're facing three of kind of a shit clubs in FIFA, and what the heck? And I got third place with 8 points? This is unlucky. But nevertheless, we still make it to the EuroLeague. Hopefully we can win the EuroLeague, then the continental success will be over. So that means a treble is still on. So now let's do a weekly simulation and we will see whether any club submits an offer. So we have received our first transfer offer for Adrian Rabiot, one of our main central midfielders, and Liverpool is asking for 32.5 million. It's another sad loss for us. So we are going to reject the offer from we're going to accept. So we are going to accept the offer from Liverpool for the 37 for the, oh my goodness, I am so sad. We are losing players and we are making a loss big time. So we're gonna accept the offer. Hopefully, oh my goodness, this is pissing me off, man. Now we have to find another central mid for 100 million. So the deal has been sealed. Adrian Rabiot has been sold to Liverpool for 32.5 million. Now, what my plan is right now is I will see if we can find any young midfield so that we can grow, just in case if next season another offer comes in for central midfield, because I think we are losing players big time. So I think for every player sold now, from now onwards, we will have to find a replacement immediately. So let me see if I can find some players from my scouting and see whether we can get some good players. So one player that I am in mind to buy is this guy, Yuri Telemans, 21 years of age, 82 rated. So with our budget of 102 million, I'm going to try to get him for as cheap as possible. So let's try starting out with at least 40 million and hopefully they can accept our offer. So they've already accepted the offer of 40 million for Yuri Telemans. Let's proceed now to offer him a contract, 30,000. Get in there, you know what? Just gonna give him an extra 500 just for frick's sake. And we're gonna put him in as an important first team member. So hopefully Yuri Telemans will be the one to replace Adrian Rabiot, who we have lost already. Let's see how it goes. We have only 10 ourselves, so hopefully we can settle a negotiation for this player. So the contract offer has been accepted. Welcome to the club, Yuri Telemans. I am so happy. So we have already signed our player Yuri Telemans. So now that the transfer season is over, let's go to the end of the season and see our progress. So yeah guys, we have already done the simulation. Let's take a look at our progress. So there we have it. We have won the Premier League on the third season. We have achieved 25 wins out of 37 games. A wonderful 73 goals. Jeez, man. Amazing. We lost in the semi-finals of the FA Cup. It's pretty disappointing. We lost 1-0 against Spurs, who actually won against Manchester City. So, really heartbreak. But hey, at least we made progress from last time. We didn't even qualify to the top 16. Apparently, we lost in the semi-finals as well in the EFL Cup. We lost against Leicester 3-2, who then went on to win against Cardiff City. Wow, Cardiff City made it to the final? Jeez. But of course, it's Leicester, so they won in the final. So we lost against Dortmund in the quarterfinals by 2-1. So there we have it, guys. On the last day of the season, we managed to win the Premier League. So that's our first official silverware in this domination series. So let's go through season 4 now. But before we do that, let's take a look at the team progress so far. So Donnarumma 83 rated, Luke Shaw 87, Niklas Sule 85, Matsui 91, Bellerin 86, Nishino Eto above 90, Dele Alli 87, Asensio 87, Anthony Martial 88, Sanabria 85. So apparently everyone has made it to the above 80 stand, except for Dolberg, who we signed in at 74 rated, now at 77. Quite a good growth. Telemans as well at 83 rated, so not too bad at all. Now let's go to the next season. So welcome guys to the season 4 of the Youth Domination. So similarly, we're going to do the same thing as what we do for season 3. Hopefully we can win some form of titles this season. So this season we'll be taking on the American Challenge Cup, and I see that it's Atletico Madrid, Bayern Munich will be our big contenders. So let's go to the American Challenge Cup, and hopefully we can win just like how we did last season in the Asian Elite Cup. So 2 transfer offers were received, but we received Alban Lafont's one first before Jurina Matsui. So we're gonna take a look at Alban Lafont, our goalkeeper, and see what they offer us. So another loss will have to be made, but this time it's not too bad. 18.5 million, 16.5 million from FC Porto for Alban Lafont. We will have to accept this offer. Thank you for your services, Alban Lafont. Take care of yourself. So we're gonna submit the offer, and now let's see which goalkeeper that I will have to sell. No, I am not selling you to Manchester City, you damn bastards, you rich bastards. It's because you're part of Abu Dhabi, you rich bastards. So Alban Lafont has been sold to FC Porto for 16.5 million. I am going to see what we can get for the remaining amount for this season. I maybe want to focus on the defense, but nevertheless, let me just take a look and see what players I can get. So yeah guys, we have won the American Challenge Cup. We won Bayern Munich 2-1, and we also won Atletico Madrid with 4-1. So I kind of doubt that the simulation basically works when you're actually at home, then you'll get a higher advantage. And then that's probably how they calculate it, isn't it? So I have found one player that really ticks my mind. He's currently 21 years of age, 72 rated, but I think he can improve quite a lot, Theo Hernandez. So you know what, since this is youth domination, so we have to buy youth players. So you know what, let's just go ahead with the deal. We're gonna offer exactly the same price, 3 million. Hopefully they can accept the offer, and we can have our reserve left back. So the offer has been accepted, Theo Hernandez for 3 million. Then I came across one of my final squad reports, Malang Sarr, who is pretty decent at 74 rated, 20 rating. So I don't think I will be accepting the one for Theo Hernandez. Instead, I'm going to go forward for Malang Sarr. So he costs about 5 million, so I think I'm going to start off with 5 million. So Nice has accepted the offer of 5 million for Malang Sarr. So we are going to negotiate. Hopefully he can accept the contract and sign with Albirex Niigata. So Malang Sarr has already accepted our contract offer. So we are going to sign him for 5 million. Welcome to Albirex Niigata, Malaksa. So now that we have already done the maximum transfers that we can possibly sell or buy, let's go ahead to simulate to the 1st of January. So we have simulated to January 2020. Let's take a look at where we're standing. So we are in good position in the Premier League to retain our title, but Crystal Palace, my goodness, now second place with 34 points. So we lost in the Community Shield against Spurs 5-4 on penalties. We are still in the EFL Cup. We'll be facing against Blackpool, so hopefully maybe in the final we can win the EFL Cup. We just need to win either the FA Cup or the EFL Cup. A win on either competition will complete the first ever series. So yeah guys, this news just came about. Another big star, Misa Eto'o, will be departing from Manchester United at the end of the season. So oh my goodness, maybe what I can do is I will try to negotiate to ensure that Misa Eto'o stays in Albirex Niigata. So Eto'o Misa is not available for contract renegotiation because he will be leaving the club. Let's just try to win a domestic cup and end this shit. So far, no transfer has been received. We are now in the transfer deadline day, so hopefully we can just win a domestic cup and just get this shit over and done with. So that's the end of the transfer window. Let's simulate now till the end of the season. Hopefully we can win either the EFL Cup or the FA Cup. Let's simulate to the end of the season. So yeah guys, we have come to the end of the season. Now let's take a look at our standings. So we have regained our title in the Premier League, first place with 85 points. And as I mentioned, we qualified for the final of the Emirates FA Cup against Leeds United. Woo! I can't believe we won Arsenal 3-0. Jeez. We won against City on penalties. So it's kind of lucky actually that we made it through to the final. But damn, Leeds won Chelsea by 5-4 on penalties. Gee, where the heck is Manchester United? Ha! Manchester United even qualified, you son of a bitch. Oh, and guess what? We're gonna end the season too! We managed to win the EFL Cup against Crystal Palace! Woo! There you have it. The suffering of playing this series has come to an end, so I can finally move on to the next league, and Eto'o Misa and Yamashita Mizuki will be coming back to me. So right now we will simulate the final of the Emirates FA Cup, Albirex Niigata against Leeds United. If we can win this, we will be dominant. The youth domination is complete. We have won the Premier League. We have already won the EFL Cup. And now the Emirates FA Cup. Let's go Albirex Niigata. So Albirex Niigata have won against Leeds United 2-0, and we have complete our domination in the Barclays Premier League, the EFL Cup and the FA Cup. The youths have dominated England. Thank you guys very much for watching. This has been an awesome season. So starting from the next episode, from episode 3, we will next try to dominate the French League. Oh, I just love to say that. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you're new around here. Thank you very much and take care.